PATS project. I'm one of the PATS specialists. On today's specialist feature, I would like to talk about guided access. Guided access will allow you to keep your student in one app, whether it be a communication app or education app. It will also allow you to block out certain gestures, and we will go through all those features today. Go into our settings. Once we get into settings, we will go down to accessibility. And once we get to accessibility, we will scroll down to guided access. If that is not toggled on, you will toggle that on. And now we are set up to initiate guided access. Within guided access, you have to pick the app that you're going to use. Today we'll use an AAC app, which is one of the apps that I use quite often. So once I've got my app open, I will triple click either my home button or I will triple click the shut off button. Once I'm there, you will see there on the top left, the top right, bottom left, and then the middle of the screen, there are different options. So we will start in the bottom left at the options and choose which items that we want to allow. This is one of those features you can choose the top button. So like those hardware options. So the top button turns off your iPad. You can leave that off or on. You can allow the volume to be turned up or down. You can allow the motion option allows you to switch the landscape or portrait view of your iPad. Software keyboards, if those keyboards are allowed in the app that you're using, you can turn that on or off. You can allow touch to be activating the front glass of your iPad or not. And you can also institute a time limit. Say you want your student to only be on an app for a 5-minute break. As soon as that 5 minutes is over, your app will close down. So those are all the options within our iPad and guided access. The next thing that you will see, the bottom middle of your screen, circle areas on the screen that you would like to disable. That is what it says. And so what we'll do, if there's anything within your app that you want your student to not be able to do, say maybe you do not want them to erase what they have said or use that backspace. I just made a circle around the X and now that's no longer an available option. And I want to leave that on, so I will take that back off. You can adjust it. If you don't want them to use the activities app or the activities option within this app, you can hide that as well. So I will go ahead and leave the activities out for this demonstration. And so the next thing I will do, once I've gotten all my options and I've also circled the areas that I want to disable, then I can go ahead and hit start. I'll be asked to set a passcode. Just make sure it's something that is rememberable, usable, not guessable. So use that same pattern, and now we are set in guided access. In order I can now use the app. I want help, and I can still use the features up at the top and say, I can copy or share whatever it is in that app. But you'll see on the right side, the second green box is X'd out. So the activities is X'd out. Even if I tap it, it's not going to let me go through. So if I want to get out of guided access, either to modify it or end the session, I have to triple click again, enter my passcode, and I can go ahead and modify and take the activities. If I want to go ahead and end this session, I just hit the top left and hit end, the top right. If I want to continue, hit resume. And there you have guided access on your iPad. Thank you for joining us today for today's specialist feature with the PATS project, going over guided access on your iPad. We look forward to hearing any questions and seeing the comments down below.